Hey guys, welcome back to Angela's School. Today we will talk about intuitive eating and healthy eating and how to eat healthy but not be on a diet. So first of all guys, healthy eating is different from dieting in regard that healthy eating is choosing the most nutritious and beneficial for you foods versus dieting when you are actually depriving yourself from certain nutrients or the amounts of foods or certain foods because you need to lose weight, or you just think you shouldn't be eating that much, or some other crap. Healthy eating is when you choose to eat the most nutritious foods based on your knowledge, based on the recent science, based on how you feel when you eat certain foods. Another fun fact to think about. When it was caveman times, you could get away with eating intuitively because there was no additives, no preservatives, nobody was trying to hack your hunger or hit all your pleasure points to make you eat more and more and more. So in caveman times, you could rely solely on your intuition. In modern times, you cannot do that. If you're interested in health, in performance, in longevity, in looking and feeling your best, because a lot of products on the shelves of our supermarkets or wherever it is you're buying your food have either additives, either preservative, or processed in ways that are not beneficial but actually harmful to our health. So number one principle of healthy eating: you should remove abusers of your health from your diet for good. Things like vegetable oils, they're not good for you, so you shouldn't be eating them. Besides, you have all the other oils and fats that you can healthily substitute for that crap. Also in that group, I would put any kind of artificial additives, preservatives, chemicals, things that don't belong in our food. For myself personally, in that category of foods that I do not eat, I put processed grains, processed sugars, and dairy, because those foods just don't work for me. And except for rare occasions, like once in a blue moon when I'm in a special place or maybe on some food tour, except for special occasions, I do not eat those foods. Second, guys, add essentials. So each of you should have some sort of healthy meal plan. So for me, and what I recommend to most people, vegetables, healthy protein, healthy fats. For each of your meals, you should have kind of plan in your mind the amounts of those foods, the quality of those foods. And also, for example, for me, every day in some of my meals, there should be some canned sardines or some other fatty fish. So add essentials. This is step number 2 for healthy eating, to make sure that you get all the essential vitamins, minerals, nutrients that you need. And of course, for that, you need some sort of education before your body can intuitively, quote unquote, tell you what it actually needs. Third, you need to have rules for questionable foods. I like to call them questionable foods because in smaller amounts they are okay for you and they make you feel good and maybe even better, but when you overeat them, they do not work that well for you and for your body, for your health, or for your mental and physical performance, whatever the reason is. For me, for example, it's starchy foods like potatoes or whole grains like rice. What else? For me, questionable foods, nuts, so it's always a handful. If I eat too many of them, I just feel shitty also. For me, questionable foods, what else? Any kind of nut butter, so a couple of tablespoons are fine. If I eat the whole jar, I'm not gonna be fine. So those questionable foods, that again, where amount matters, and in small amounts, they're good for you, they're tasty, they're delicious, they work for you, but in bigger amounts, they don't work for you. So you need to have rules about that too, and not because you're on a diet, but because you actually care about how you feel and how you look and how your foods affect your life. We don't live to eat, we eat to live, but food is also pleasure. So just have, for those kinds of foods, have the amounts that you eat for each meal. Number 4, trigger foods. Foods that make you want to overeat, that make you want to binge, and we all have those foods. And those foods usually highly processed with a lot of sugar, a lot of fats, or foods from our childhood or whatever. Foods that make you feel like shit and make you want to overeat. When you start eating them, for me it's things like milk chocolate or chocolate ice cream. That's why I don't eat them. But first of all, they make me feel like shit, and second of all, I cannot stop eating them. That's why. So trigger foods, don't have them in your house. That's the solution. I don't know, if you have roommates, if you have family, just make sure that you have some kind of rule, some system that doesn't allow you to get to those foods and think about those foods. Again, trigger foods. Those foods you should eliminate from your side, from your mind, as much as possible. And number 5, guys, probably the most important aspect of healthy eating is start noticing how you feel after certain meals, after certain foods. And that's why I am a proponent of simple meals, because if you meal, and again guys, just want to recap and kind of repeat it. Healthy eating is not about restriction. It's about making conscious and aware choices of foods that work for you and for your body and for your energy. Feel better for a moment, but then ultimately they will make you feel miserable. Not because you are on a diet or because you are, I don't know, not because of anything, but because physically some food just don't work for you. You know, not everything that you can put in your mouth, you can chew and you can digest and you could poop out is food, and you should eat it. Not everything you can put in your mouth you should eat. Not everything. And again, it has nothing to do with dieting. It has to do with the respect of your biology, your biochemistry in your own body. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think and how's your healthy eating doing these days.